for today, please have a blanket and one block. This could be cork block, foam block, anything block shaped. And as we often do, we'll start on our backs. Take a moment to land. And open this up as a time to connect with yourself and to care for yourself. Bend the knees. Place your feet on the outer edges of your mat. Drop your knees over to the left and then bring your right arm up and overhead. The left hand can rest on your belly or it can be splayed out somewhere on the floor, and begin to take some full, smooth breaths. For the next couple of breaths, imagine starting the breath in the center of the body and then sending the breath all the way down to the base of your spine, all the way up to the crown of your spine. So as you inhale, imagine that you could lengthen your spine in either direction. Take one more full breath in, all the way down into your pelvis, all the way up towards your throat and your head. And then exhale here. Bring your knees through center, drop them over to the right hand, either rested on your belly or take it out to the side, and then extend your left arm up overhead. Take some full, smooth breaths, and as you engage with this conscious breath, also allow in all of the parts of you that want to be acknowledged. So if there's any thoughts, emotions, or sensations occurring within you, give them a little greeting. Don't need to hang out with them, just a, oh, hey, hi, and then turn back to the breath. And for the next few moments, engage with a widening breath. So as you inhale, imagine inhaling into the sides of your lungs, into the sides of your rib cage. And then exhale as you observe the breath, carry the body back towards your center. Inhale, broaden the rib cage even wider. And exhale, observe it float back. Take one more full breath in here. Make it your fullest yet. And exhale here. Bring the knees to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And now as you inhale, fill up the belly, fill up the back side of the body. Exhale, draw the knees in, empty the breath out. Inhale, fill front and back. Exhale, draw the knees in, empty out. Once again, fill belly, chest, low back, shoulder blades. And take your fullest breath out. Drop the knees to the left, open the right arm out to the side, And if you would like to give the legs some support, then please slide your blanket or block under or between the knees. And now we have established the 3 directions of breath, up and down, side to side, front and back. And as we spend a little bit of time here in the reclined twist, please create a breath that encompasses all 3 directions. So, which is to say, expand as you inhale, fill completely 360 degrees around your torso. Like your body is a balloon, elastic on all sides. Take one more full breath in, fill all the way up. And then gently hold the breath in. If there's a little more room, sip some more air in. And then hold it. Keep the breath in, relax your shoulders, relax your eyes. Open the mouth, let the breath go. Bring the knees through center, and then drop them to the right. Take the left arm out to the side. And take some full body breaths. Up, down, front, back, side, side. As though your body were a beach ball that you could inflate and deflate smoothly, evenly. Fill up all the way with breath. And then gently hold the breath in. Sneak a little more breath in, hold it in. Relax your jaw, relax your neck. Open your mouth, release the breath. Bring your knees to center and then place the feet down onto the floor. Right leg, reach the heel up towards the ceiling and bend and straighten the leg a couple times. Observe any sensations in the front of the leg, back of the leg. And then bend the right knee, place it down, and do the same with the left leg. Bend and straighten the knee. Without any objective other than just to explore sensation, maybe even some sound. I think I've got some Rice Krispies in my knee. And then place the left foot down. Draw the knees in towards you and then reach both feet up towards the ceiling. Anchor your belly button down towards the floor and then press the inner edges of your flexed feet towards each other. For a little bit of extra support, you can open the arms out to the side and turn the palms to face down. Relax your face and your neck and continue to press the inner edges of the feet and your legs together. And now just press the inner edges of the big toe / big toe mound together. So press the front of the feet together, allowing the heels to part. Bring in your breath. And now press the heels together, so the inner edges of the heels. The big toes can part slightly. Notice the different parts of the core and the leg that engage as we press different parts of the foot towards each other. And now inner edges of the feet. Press them together. Anchor the belly button down again, and then slowly lower your legs all the way down. Find your breath. And then land, rest, splay. Engage with a fuller, more easeful breath. For the next few moments, we will need a blanket. And if you're on a wooden floor, then transition yourself onto that, I guess any kind of slippery, slidey floor. Then bring yourself onto the floor off of your mat. If you're on carpet, no problem. I'm going to offer a variation that'll work if the slip-in and slide-in isn't possible for your space right now. So if you are on a carpeted surface, don't have anything slippery slidey to put under the feet, then please bend the knees, feet on the floor, walk the feet away from you a little bit, and then press the feet down, lift the hips up, and hold. And then lower down when you get fatigued and keep going in and out. If you do have a slippery surface available, then unfold your blanket, place your feet onto the blanket, set up as you would for a bridge pose. Press down, lift the hips up, and then slide the blanket away from you. And then when it feels like you've gone far enough, you can set the hips down and slide the blanket back in towards you. So press down, lift up, slide the blanket away from you. If you can extend your range of motion even further, then maybe turn the toes up towards the ceiling and extend the blanket even further. Place the hips down, and then use the feet to drag the blanket back in. Keep going. And if you're in the static bridge pose, then please acknowledge when your body is telling you that it's time to take a rest. Rest for as long as you feel called to, and then re-engage with the pose. If you're on a slidey surface and would like even more challenge, then you could slide the blanket away, and then maybe even slide the blanket back in towards your hips. Sometimes this is a surefire recipe for a hamstring stretch. I mean, what's it called? Cramp. Just one more moment of this, one more cycle through if you're sliding and gliding. And if you're in a static bridge pose, then please lower yourself down. Take a moment to rest, reconnect with your breath. And let's all make our way back onto the mats, and we'll meet on hands and knees. Slide a blanket under the kneecaps if you would like. And let's take a few cycles of cat-cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of the head, ease the belly down. And then exhale, curl round and dome the spine in. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and dome. Keep going. Make this time as much about connecting with your breath and observing the breath as it is about articulating the spine, the hips, and the shoulders. Take 2 more rounds of cat-cow. And then come through a neutral spine. Take your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Press the heels. Nope, other way, hips back towards the heels into child's pose. Today we're going to be accessing parts of the leg which don't often get as much of the glory as, say, like the quads. So like in leg work, we think of the quads as being the superstar. We're going to put the spotlight today on the hamstrings, the inner outer legs, some rotators. Rock forward onto hands and knees. Bring the knees under your hips. Tuck the toes and then lift the hips up and reach them back into downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, lower your knees to the mat. And exhale to child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Move through that one more time, linking the pace of the movement to the pace of your breath right now. And then pause in your downward facing dog. As you inhale, float the right leg up and back behind you. And exhale, float it down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, float it down. One more time, inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Take a breath in here. Exhale, lower the knees. And make your way to child's pose. Inhale, rock forward, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, float the leg up. Exhale, glide it down. One more time. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower down. Place the left foot down, take a breath in. And then exhale, make your way to child's pose. Inhale, forward, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet all the way out onto the edges of the mat. Bend your knees and walk your hands in to meet your feet. Melt your upper body, spine, shoulders, head over the support of your legs. If you find food imagery as motivating as I do, you can imagine that your lower body and legs are strong and supportive, like the ice cream, while the upper body is warm and fluid, like the hot fudge. And your head being the cherry on top, let it be a little bit heavier. Guess this is an inverted Sunday. Bring your hands to your shins, and as you inhale, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, lift your chest, reach the tips of your ears forward away from the sitting bones. And exhale, fold and empty. Put a bend into the knees. Let your fudge be drippy. Let your cherry be weighty. Keep it all like that, and then roll all the way up. Once your head is up, fix your clothing if you need to get comfortable. Spread your toes wide, look down and see your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. And then head to the top of your mat. Once you're at the top of your mat, find your block or whatever you're using in its stead and place it so that it's reachable. I'm going to place mine directly in front of me. Place your feet about hip distance apart. Actively press the feet down. Actively reach the crown of the head up. And then inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold forward towards the mat or your block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step onto your left foot. Take the right foot back behind you. Find your way into a long runner's lunge and then lower the hips down a little bit. Lift them up a little bit. Press down through the center of the front heel and reach the back heel back. And on an in-breath, come all the way up into crescent lunge. And we're going to stay in crescent lunge, but find your block. Hold it between your hands. I'm going to hold mine on the on its widest part. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, rotate towards the left. So rotate towards your front leg. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale to center. Do that 3 more times. Move with your breath. And the 3rd time, you are facing forward. Place your block down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, take the hands towards the mat and step the back foot forward. Inhale, lift the chest, fill your lungs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, spread your wings, press your feet down, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step onto your right foot and take the left foot back. Ease the hips down. Lift the hips up. And then press down into the center of the front heel, reach the back heel back, and on an in-breath, rise up, crescent lunge. Take a moment here to establish your lunge and relax your face, and then find your block. Hold it in front of you, take a full breath in. And then exhale, revolve to the right, towards your front leg. Inhale, back to center or forward. Exhale, turn. Inhale, return. Do that 3 more times. That's right. Not only is this strengthening for the legs and the obliques and the spine, but it's also a balance pose. And the next time that you are forward, get your block out of here. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, take the hands to the mat and step back to plank. Lower down onto your forearms. Your knees could be up, your knees could be down. You could stay here in a forearm plank with knees down or knees up. Or you can engage with some upper back push-ups as well. That's going to be inhaling to ease the heart down between the shoulders. And exhale, pressing down to lift the ribs up. Inhale, ease the rib cage down. And exhale, press down, lift the rib cage up like you could pop it up in between your shoulder blades. Either hold or do that 3 more times. And then whichever option you have chosen, place the knees down. Lower the hips down, Lower the chest down. Place the hands for cobra. So maybe under the shoulders, maybe wider. Inhale, reach the breastbone forward and up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up and lower down a few more times from whatever kind of cobra you'd like. Come up and down just one more time. Press back to child's pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit back, reach forward, chair. Exhale, press into the feet, stand up, bring the hands to prayer. Find your block again, and then wedge your block in between the thighs. So put it on its, I guess depending on the set of your pelvis, it could either be on this middle block, probably the smallest setting. I'm just going to waddle around with this. Spread your toes wide, and then firm your legs in towards the block. Like you're trying to turn this block into dust with your powerful legs, just. And then chair pose. Reach the hips back, reach the arms forward. Continue to firm the legs in towards the block. If you're on some kind of painful corners of your block, especially if you have a cork block, then make some adjustments so that it's more comfortable. Relax your face, your jaw, and continue to absolutely pulverize your block. If you'd like to continue challenging the shoulders, you can keep reaching the arms forward. If you'd like to prioritize the lower body solely, then bring your hands together in prayer. There's an opportunity for some arm strengthening here as well if you press the hands into each other. Either stay here, or if you'd like to explore heading down towards a toe balance, then lower the hips more. Lift the heels up. I'm immediately regretting my choice. Keep firming the thighs in. Balance on the toes. And then if you're in the toe balance, start making your way back into chair pose. Continue firming the legs towards the midline. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Remove the block, set it off to the side. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, stand. hands to prayer. Observe your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Can you breathe as though you are coating your heartbeat in breath? Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Land in plank. Hold here for a little bit. Knees could be up, knees could be down. Reach the crown of your head forward. Press down actively into the palms of your hands, into all of your fingertips. With knees up or down, bend your elbows 1 inch and then hold. Excuse me, or down, bend your elbows another inch and hold. And then place the knees down, lower your upper body down. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose. Walk your hands in, roll all the way up, and then bring your legs out in front of you. If you'd like to elevate the hips, the sitting bones onto a blanket, you're welcome to do so. If you find that that makes you feel more comfortable in these seated postures. So, staff pose, legs out in front of you, flex the feet. You can use your fingertips to support you. And now we are going to externally rotate the legs a few times. So that is taking the feet out to the sides, moving from the hip joint. So let's do that 5 times. Full smooth breath, move at your own pace. At the end of your 5th external rotation, take the legs wider apart. And again, support yourself with the fingertips, flex the feet, and then again, let's externally rotate the legs from the hip joint 5 times, move with awareness. And then at the end of your 5th external rotation, anchor your sitting bones down. Inhale, lift the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, rotate towards your right leg. And then fold forward, drape over that leg any amount. You're welcome to either allow this to be a very drapey and surrendered experience. You're also welcome to maybe even claw into the mat or reach for somewhere on your leg. Take one more full breath in to the side of the forward fold. And exhale, release the breath. Roll all the way up. Nestle the sitting bones down. Inhale, reach the crown of your head up. And then exhale, rotate towards the left leg. And then fold forward over it any amount. Take a full breath in. And full breath out. Roll yourself back to center. We'll do one more thing in our straddle. This time a side bend. So slide the right hand down the right leg. You could even bring the elbow to the inner leg if that tickles your fancy. Left hand can stay on the hip. Or if it feels comfortable for the shoulder and the rest of the body, then you could reach the arm up and over the ear. Inhale into the left side waist, in between the left side ribs. And exhale, bring yourself back up. Take a full breath in here at center. Breathe into the sides of the waist, sides of the rib cage. And then head towards your side bend on the left. Slide the left hand down the left leg, or maybe bring the elbow to the inner leg. Right hand either on the hip, or reach the arm up and over the ear. I think it's just my habit to look up. You can place the gaze wherever the neck feels like it wants to be. Take a full breath in, expand into the right side waist and ribs. And exhale, come on up. Take a full exploratory breath into the sides of the waist, sides of the rib cage. And exhale, release. Bring the legs together. Maybe you bounce the knees in. And then bend the knees, place the feet onto your mat, and roll all the way down. Place your feet underneath your knees. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up. Arms can be wherever they feel like they want to hang out. And as you inhale, lift the heels up off of the mat. And exhale, slowly float them back down. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale, lower them down. Do that a few more times. This is our last little adieu to the glutes, the backs of the legs, the calves. One more time. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, lower them down. And then slowly place one vertebra at a time onto the mat. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Drop the knees to the right and open the left arm out to the side. Reconnect to the 360-degree, three-dimensional breath that we cultivated at the start of practice. Take a full breath in. Gently hold it in. Take a little more breath in if there's room. Keep the breath in and relax your body around the breath. Open your mouth and free the breath. Bring the knees through center. Drop the knees to the left. Open the right arm out to the side. Three-dimensional breath. Up and down, side to side, front and back. Inhale fully. And hold the breath in. Take a little more breath in if it's available. Hold it in and soften the body around the breath. Open your mouth and let it go. Roll onto your back. Place your feet onto the mat. And if you would like to wrap up with a restorative back bend as part of your final relaxation, then please grab your blanket. Organize it so that it's in this medium-sized rectangle. Roll it up. And since we have time to experiment with a couple options, you can see how it feels to organize it so that it runs along the length of your spine. Place yourself down onto your blanket. Maybe the knees stay bent. Maybe they go straight down the mat. And then open the arms out. That's your camera 1. Your camera 2 option could be to turn the blanket so that it's perpendicular across the mat, and then place yourself down on it so that you are placing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades onto the blanket. And then again, arms out to the side, maybe legs long, maybe knees bent. So feel free to noodle around with one or the other, maybe neither, and then start to settle in. Glide your awareness through your body and connect with your muscles. Notice the sensation in your musculature right now. Notice the reflections of the work that we've done together. And then invite all of those muscles to melt. They've been so strong, so supportive, so willing. Invite them now to release all of their efforting, all of their striving, and soften. As time goes by in our space of rest, maybe you notice that one muscle or another is tempted to fire up, maybe in response to a thought, maybe just because it feels a little unfamiliar to rest while we are awake. If you notice anything firing up, bring your awareness there and invite it to melt. Glide your awareness around your body. And now observe your bones, your skeleton. That elegant structure which supports all of you. And invite the bones now to melt and get heavier. Bring your awareness to the back surface of your body. And invite the back of your body to become even heavier, very heavy indeed. Allow for that heaviness to be, and then bring your awareness to the front of your body. And invite the front of your body to become very light. Almost like the front of your body could float up away from the heavy back surface of the body. And now inhabit both sensations at once. Begin to take some fuller breaths. With each breath in, become more awake to the present moment. Begin to bring your body into movement, perhaps starting slow and small with the hands and the feet. Maybe make some larger stretching movements, awakening the body more and more. And then bend your knees, draw them towards you, and roll over onto your side. And then bring yourself up into a seat. Maybe that's on the floor, maybe that's on a piece of furniture. Once you're seated, create that heaviness in the low body, the legs, the hips. And the upper body, create that lightness. And hold both sensations at the same time. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. Rub your hands together. Place one hand onto your heart, the other hand onto your belly. And offer yourself a gesture of presence. Thank you.